Good morning. Welcome to Market Monday for October 30th, 2023. Following up on last week's video titled, "The Fed Speaks a Lot," we wanted to wrap that conversation with another reminder of Fed forecasts. Here's an article for March 17th, 2021, reporting that the Fed expects to keep rates near zero through 2023. And then less than a year later, embarked on one of the fastest hiking cycles the universe has ever known. You can't make it up. So when you see this, remember it was just one of a dozen speeches last week, and it has no bearing on what will or won't happen next year. Fade the noise. What's that? You want more predictions gone wrong? I thought so. Frankly, they're everywhere. Here's this guy called Bill Gross. He was a bond fund manager for decades during arguably the greatest 40-year bond bull market of all time. And because of his skill, with heavy quotation marks, he came to be called the Bond King. Wow. And although he's now retired, do you think that's stopping him from sharing his wisdom with the public? This guru, this master of the universe, just came out and proclaimed we'll be in recession by year end. Really? He must know something. Folks, we say he knows just about as much as he did in 2012, when he predicted the death of equities. The market only went on to return 118% over the next 7 years. But what do we know? We're not kings, just in humble and dedicated service to you, our treasured clients. The death of equities. Wait, doesn't that sound familiar? Sure does. It was just last week where we saw Bloomberg Business Week also proclaiming the death of equities in 1979. This is why we're here for you folks. Week in, week out. Fade the noise. Going back to that R word everybody's talking about, recession. I said it. And we're all still here, relatively unscathed. But it's a big concern, no? Economy enters recession. Market goes down, account values go down. Uncertainty and fear shoot way up. How far is it going to go? It is unnerving. We'll never diminish that. But let's not panic either. That's probably the worst thing that we can do. How about some context? Here, we're looking at 12 prior recessions from the 1940s through COVID. Here's what the market did 6 months before the recession. These aren't averages. These are the actual returns for each recession. So 6 months prior, mixed bag. Down more than up, sure, but okay. We can handle that. Here's the return during the recession. These dates here. What? Can't be. Another mixed bag? And even more positive than not? During a recession? Global financial crisis, of course, being by far the worst. Folks, remember we had no recession last year and had equity drawdowns of 25% for the S&P 500 and well over 30% for NASDAQ and small caps. No recession, yet the R word gets all the press. But here's the kicker. Look at the 1-year return after the recession ends. Look at the 3 years after recession ends, and 5 years, and 10 years. We don't harp on the long-term investing thing for fun. We really don't. But in our view, a long-term perspective is the only winning strategy we know. But are we in a recession? Let's ask the official arbiters of recession, the NBER, National Bureau of Economic Research. As a reminder, they look at 6 indicators to determine if we're in recession or not. Here, in light green, is the last 3 months, annualized for apples to apples comparison. And the dark green is pre-pandemic 2018 to 2019. First two are employment. We've had strong employment for a while now, even stronger than before COVID. Industrial production, wow, look at that. Very strong. But you don't see that in the news. Consumption up, strong. Remember we looked at this a few weeks ago, and the baby boomers are now spending more than any other cohort. And lastly, wholesale and retail sales, very strong. So certainly no recession now. We highly doubt in the near future, but we'll see one, most definitely, at some point and likely several times during our investing lives. But now we know what to expect. Prepared over panicked, folks. This is the way. Have a great week.